Okay, so good evening, all, and welcome to our first session, which is on scientific writing. Basically, we have planned two sessions each week on scientific writing under the Swalai Foundation and also under the society which we actually are working on. That is Swalai Society for Translational Science and Innovation. Which has been organized by Swalai Biotech Limited. Today's our speaker, Amrita Mahajan. She was my M.Pharm student, and now she have started her PhD at Dr. Bhanuben Nanavati College of Pharmacy. She's actually working as a junior research fellow as well, which is funded by BRNS funding project. Basically, when we were working on preclinical studies at her M.Pharm project, many time actually she has already delivered such type of sessions and actually impressed Swalai Biotech, and that's why she is part of Swalai Biotech. She was working before moving to her PhD. She was working at Swalife. She's still working at Swalife. The purpose is that we want to actually, reduce the gap or reduce the gap between the academic and the industry, and that's why we are actually starting this series. Monday, Tuesday, scientific writing. Wednesday, Thursday is clinical research. Then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we have got pharmacovigilance, and we also got regulatory affairs. So we have planned in that way. So I thanks Amrita for joining and going to deliver this session on scientific writing, where she is going to talk about how to search scientific databases, and she's also going to give the demo of Google Scholar, which is one of the database search engine which is going to be utilized in scientific writing. So over to you, Amrita.
Thank you so much, sir, for the introduction. I'm really glad that I can be able to share the like all the information regarding scientific research and all to people out there, to the interns and students. So I'll be starting. So at first, what is scientific research actually? It's like scientific research and scientific literature, it is the core of the primary basics of a research like starting of research. So now what is the meaning of research? From the word itself we can come to know that it is re plus search, that is adding up to the like existing knowledge that is already present in our scientific websites and all. So how to actually add into the existing knowledge, how to find out the recent gaps, and how you can do better and how you can get better day by day by reviewing those articles, and also putting yourself up in the like effectively in all the and like searching different various types of websites. So how we can particularly do this is what it is really about, like the starting of a research. Uh, Let me start with the PPT then. So, today's agenda will be like today's motive will be to understand why good literature searching actually matters, like why it is really essential in nowadays. like how, like understanding those database types, like there are various of database types. Sticking up to one database, it's not actually like beneficial, and it's not actually enough. So we need to explore more and more. For that, we have to go through various database types, and also constructing effective searches, how to do. Then I'll be giving the live demo of Google Scholar as well. And like advanced techniques, what are the advanced techniques nowadays that people are actually applying as a foundation or as a thing in the literature survey. And then the last will be question as purpose. So let me start with why actually good literature searching it matters. So everyone, can you see the picture? Can you like recognize like what it actually tells? So it's like it is shown like a journey. So from the journey, it's like whenever we start a research or any certain research, we often rush to experiments or any data collection. But let me ask you, how many of us truly enjoy searching through like piles of research papers and all? It's like this slide basically shows what the literature search really feels like. It's like, look at the man climbing the mountain of books, step by step, paper by paper. At the top, there's a flag, and that says like veritas, which means in Latin, that is truth. So that's exactly what literature search is. It is a journey to discover the truth. So it may look overwhelming at first, like climbing a mountain of information, but if you like take one by one step at a time with the right strategies, by following those like etiquettes and rules and regulations, you will not just collect papers, you will also get more clarity and actually direction and confidence to your research, so you can put that into your research. So now why it actually matters. At first, it builds on that I has already like mentioned, that research it is to build upon, or it is to adding up to the existing knowledge. So if you will collectively keep on searching your choice of interest, so what it will do, it will like build up and like knowledge, like what is already there and what you need to put up. And then it prevents duplication, that is plagiarism or any copying or any, and also finding out like any research gaps. Like for example, you are searching an article and your topic, and it is relevant to your topic, you have to find out those negative impacts or those research gaps that are basically present in that particular article, so that you can work on to that in the future. So it's like, now let's be honest, it's like how many of us have gone like straight through Google Scholar, and like typed a keyword or downloaded certain few papers and thought like, yes, my literature review is actually done. But that's where the common pitfall actually comes. It's usually not only in one database, you have to go through more. And the second problem is like too broad or too narrows. It's like if you will search for example, cancer, will drawn into millions of papers, like exactly what you want from that particular like disease, or what you actually want to target in that particular disease, it will show up in a very broad way. And narrow in the sense like, you particularly want, for example, you particularly are working on breast cancer, and you are searching wheatgrass on breast cancer by inducing DMBA. So like that, if you are searching, it is making the particular article, a particular search a very narrow, so you might get nothing into that. So the trick is to balance, how you can balance in like searching, while searching in various websites. And then the another mistake is like not refining search items. For example, like using just one keyword instead of combining the MASH terms, that is the medical standard terms, we can also use that. And many people, they also ignore gray literature. It's like gray, what are gray literature? These are basically like thesis or any reports or like preprints that are non-biased, that actually gives us negative impact, negative like results as well, so that we can work into that. So which sometimes hold valuable insights, not yet like published in journals. So finally there will be the poor documentation. It's like if you don't record your keywords or like databases and filters, you can't reproduce your search strategy later, and reviewers will question your method. So it's like, see the women in the image. It's like she's deep in thoughts. She's like staring at her screen. That's what happens when you fall into this pitfalls. Like you're stuck. You're like frustrated, or you're not sure of what you're actually missing out. So to avoid these mistakes, the search becomes much smoother if you like, like give opportunities more, and if you will think of a very in a broader way. And it's like the next is the time investment paradox. It is like, most researchers, they basically think like, I basically don't have time to learn advanced search skills, so I'll just quickly do the Google Scholar and I'll just move on, because many people do. But the truth is like the opposite. If you invest a little time upfront to learn proper techniques, you usually save much more later. It's like you can save up to 30% of your time just by using proper search techniques, like use boolean operators, use filters, use advanced options which are present. It's like, imagine finishing your literature review in just like, in a very stipulated time. And yet 80% of the researchers, they are like, they later kind of regret. It's like not learning the skills earlier. So from the beginning you can start learning those, like putting into and things, and like putting into an order how to actually search, how to give time to that particular website, how to give time to your particular research. It's all about you. So it's like, and also the biggest reward is like the with the structure strategies, you get 3 times more relevant results, which means like higher quality references you are getting with fewer rejections and stronger research output. So the paradox is like the more time you spend learning search strategies, the more time and frustration, or like your time you save in the long run. So it's all about spending how much time you're spending to learn new methods and strategies in your whole scientific learning process. And now let us move on to the understanding to databases types. Like what are the databases types basically? So basically there are two types, that is general and specialized. General are mostly founded websites, that is Web of Science, Scopus, Google Scholar, broad coverage and multidisciplinary websites there are, which you can go through and there'll be millions and trillions of papers they'll find out. And specialized are PubMed, IE Explore, through which you have to make certain alerts, and you have to make accounts with that, and with the help of that you can find out that particular specific what you actually want. It's like from general, what happens is like from general database you are getting a whole of like a, not that specific thing that you, that is the area of interest, you're not particularly getting that. It's like all whole of a broad thing they're gonna put like before you. The general database, the specialized, it might help you to find out a particular choice of interest, like what is a specific field and what you actually want to explore. So it's like the database basically coverage varies. It's like 60% of journals are overlapped. It's like average overlap between major databases are about 60%, and only 25% are found to be the unique content. It's like they are not matched with anyone, or they are like not duplicated. It's like material found in only one of the database. It's like I'm talking about only one database. Like 25% of them are count to be as the unique content. And gray literature, it's like the 15% you can like go through with the thesis, with the reports, with the preprints, with those like those publications which are not yet been in the like domain, in the public domain. It's like before that what comes is thesis, reports and preprints. So these are like the coverage varies, these are like the coverage that varies in the person to person. So these are the key databases for different fields. For science and medicine, we basically use PubMed, Web Science, Web of Science, SciFinder. And for engineering and computer science, IE Explore, ICM, Digital Library, and Compendex are used. And for social sciences, you can use there are SciInfo, just sociological abstracts. And for arts and humanities, it is just Project Muse, MLA International. And for multidisciplinary, Google Scholar is basically used. Also Scopus and academic search completes. So what are the basically pros and cons of Google Scholar? I would say pros are like it will that I have said, if you'll put a single word like cancer, you're gonna get a huge number of coverage. It's like broad, but particular, if you want that particular, like what is your in cancer, if you're targeting a protein or if you're targeting a mechanism, like what exactly are you trying to find out? So for that, Google Scholar should be like used in an advanced way, not like in a simpler, because it will give you broad coverage. It's like narrow coverage also it might get. And then Google Scholar cons are like the control, there is no control vocabulary, and pros are like it is very easy to use, it is very easy to handle. It's like everybody can handle it. If we'll put proper like prompts, whatever you want to find out, you will definitely get, but you need to be sharp, you need to be smart to actually put those particular words which you actually which are actually like of your interest. It's like it has citation matrices as well, and most importantly it has free access, because nowadays people actually because the websites that are not actually be found as a free access, certain amount of charges are needed. So Google Scholar, in the help of Google Scholar, you can search lots and lots of papers. The cons will be like the algorithm that I'm talking about. It might be small, it might be the narrow, it might be broad. Now it's like it is a pros, like it is a pros that broad coverage. It might be a cons also, like for example the broad coverage, you are not getting exactly what specific type you actually need to follow up your project or your coming up research. So for that you need to follow a algorithm. And also it's like what you do when you get a broad coverage or something, it's like you can miss those specialized content which you actually want. It's like you feel like those basically when you like try to put certain things, certain prompts in your Google Scholar, what it does, it can like it can help you find out that particular content, or you can get like missed of that specialized content, because there are huge and millions of data like articles and review papers that are actually found in Google Scholar website. And also one of the most important thing is to have institutional access matters, because as I have said, nowadays like without institutional access matters, certain papers, certain very good papers which are actually paid. So like if you want to explore those like articles or any review papers or any journals which needs access, so you should get access through institutional mode, which will be very helpful to explore more throughout your scientific literature survey. And now how to construct effective like searches. Now the search formula, it's like as the photo says, it's like buy to buy, it's like point to point. You have to actually like concentrate yourself whenever you are searching certain things in the website. It's like your choice of interest. You need to like actually put more effort in what you want and what exactly you don't want. So Google Scholar also helps in find out that what you don't want you can use not, or what you exactly want you can use and or. So it's like for example, let us start with a normal I'll be giving a normal example. It's like if you're searching effects of climate change, which is like too confusing to the computational website also. It's like what exactly do you want, what exactly climate change, like on how do you want that climate change to affect. It's like on what basis are you asking. So the better will be effects of climate change on coral reef, so that the computational website is like now sure that yeah, you are asking climate change on coral reef ecosystem, so they can provide those articles, those papers which are actually in like involved in coral reef ecosystem climate change. To improve more, you can use like your exact that you what exactly you want, like effects of ocean acidification on coral reef biodiversity in the Great Barrier Reef since 2010. Since 2010, it's like what like how much the period of time, from what period of time till what period you actually want this datas and all, you can also put that. So what happens when you are clear about whatever you are writing, the website will also provide you back with the clear, like with the specific and clarity, like with the clear uh, information. It's like make yourself, it's like provide clarity when like you are writing something or you're putting something in the website. This is the PICO framework. What it means, it's like P for population, I for intervention, and C for comparison, O for outcome. This framework, you can use it anywhere, whenever you are searching, in your literature survey. It's like population means who or what exactly to be studied. It's like what, and I means what intervention is being considered in that particular study. And comparison is exactly with what you are exactly comparing, and outcome will be like what are you trying to actually measure or achieve. So this is an example. So the research question is, does mindful meditation compared to that of medication, mindful meditation compared to that of the medication, does it actually reduce anxiety symptoms in university students? Now the P will be, it's like exactly, exactly at what or which what we are actually studying on. So we are studying on university students. I will be the intervention. It's like at what intervention it is being considered. The consideration is the mindful meditation, and the C will be comparison. With whom are we comparing this intervention? Like meditation, we are comparing with medication. And the last outcome will be what we are actually trying to achieve or measure is to find out if it really reduces anxiety symptoms or not. So with the help of that, you can find out with the PICO framework, you can like with the use of these certain elements, these small elements, you can increase your power of searching the scientific literature according to what you exactly want. Now, as I've already mentioned, use Boolean operators. It's like and will help in narrowing the search. It's like what exactly do you want? You can use and into that is all terms, and with and all terms, for example, you are searching for a long sentence or for a long like title, everything should be present in the and or is like it will help you in broaden the search. It's like any term out of and whatever you are putting in the sentence, any letter, it should be there. At least one or two should be there. Not it's like you what you don't want. It's like exclude those terms, first term with second. It's like what it does, what Boolean operator does is like it will give you exactly what you want and what you don't want. So putting it in advanced searches, it will help you find out your articles, your best articles. It's like what you exactly want from that particular research or particular search. So how building bullying like Boolean searches actually affect? So it's like I have given one example. It's like caffeine. So for you are using caffeine or coffee or energy drink. So you are using this. It's like it might be caffeine. Are you actually typing caffeine or coffee or energy drink? It's like the second concept is athletic performance. It's like are you like for example you want to put certain things about athletic, so it might be athletic or sports or exercise or fitness. So it's like any of them have to be there. At least one or two words have to be there. And the combined research is like it's like caffeine or coffee or energy drink and athletic or sports or exercise. It's like exercise or fitness or endurance and performance. Like both of them are combining, and in or what is happening, it's like either of them, it's like either of them should be present, and in combination both should be present. So according to according to your choice of interest, you can put in that advanced search and you can find out what you exactly want from that particular research. So these are like the key search operators basically. It's like exact phrase if you want to use, it's like climate change. Like if you want to use star, it's like what, like it can be communication. It's like are you trying to find out child or children or childhood, anything related to the child. And if you're putting exact phrase, then it's fine. And if you're putting communication, it's like child, what in child, is it the child? Is it about children, or is it about childhood? It might be many things. And it's like wild card. It's like women, for example. It's like finds women or women. It's like plural or singular. Grouping, it's like dog or cat and pet. And pet means it might be dog also, cat also, and pet. It's like both dog and cat. So near ins is like terms within and words. It's like climate, like near the changes. It's like climate. What exactly climate change? What upon climate change that you like actually want? Is it about the ecosystem? Is it about the diversity, or is it about the ocean you want to know? Is it about like it might be many things. So it's like now using controlled vocabulary. So what is it? It is like using of medical terms. It's more preferred for to improve your precision in actually searching. So it's like natural. There is two types of vocabulary, that is natural language versus control language. So what it gets, it's like sometimes when we search, it's like we use our own words like heart attack, or cardiac arrest, or cancer. But database don't always use the same words. There's like where control vocabulary comes in, a standard set of terms. It's like, for example, in PubMed, instead of typing just heart attack, you can use the official MESH term, that is medical term, that is myocardial infarction. What it will give is like similarly as Scopus and Web of Science also, you can use the thesis terms or subject headings. This ensures that no matter what synonyms exist, you won't miss those important studies. So it's like how like simple analog. It's like think of it like using the official dictionary of the database. Like if you use the exact word from his dictionary, you will get more accurate and complete results. So it's like that, it how it exactly works if you use controlled vocabulary rather than natural language. So it's like now I'm going to give you a live demo of Google Scholar. So let me start with that. So for example, you are typing wheatgrass. Okay. So now, as you can see, there are lots of wheatgrass papers on related to wheatgrass. It's coming. Now, what exactly do you want from wheatgrass? What exactly do you want to find out from wheatgrass? Are you using it against a plant, or are you trying to find out something for of a disease? So for that, what you do, you go to advanced search. For example, you put all. For example, you want to know something about wheatgrass and how it acts in breast cancer. Put breast cancer as well. Wheatgrass and breast cancer. They are asking with the exact phrase. So you might put wheatgrass in breast cancer. It's like how it exactly works in breast cancer. Now they are asking with at least one. For example, you are using wheatgrass or tulsi, like that. Wheatgrass and tulsi, like that. So your main motive is wheatgrass. You don't want that much of a, like, now you just want of wheatgrass only. So you just put wheatgrass and exclude tulsi for now, and then use or breast cancer, like that, without the words. For example, you don't need one thing. For example, fatigue, you don't need fatigue in that. Now what is this? It's like where my words occur. Whatever you are putting that words, whether you want it in the anywhere in the article or in the title of the article. So if you want anywhere in the article, put that in. And if you don't want the put, if you don't want anything, or you want to add something in the title, then click that in the title. And then these are like, you can put like articles from when, for example, you want from 2020, or I would say 2015 to 2025. We'll go to search now. So it's like, for example, what Google Scholar has given is like, not a paper has been published yet which is regarding wheatgrass or breast cancer, or both, or excluding of fatigue. So, for example, what it helps is that if you are like confident now, so you can change that. You can change that in the next one. You can change in the like in your, you will again go in the advanced search. And for example, if it's not showing anything, if no article has been published under Google Scholar, if it's showing like that, you have to change the title, you have to change your words, and particularly which word you exactly want. For example, I'll be only putting with grass and breast cancer now, and then this. Okay, search. So it's like from 2000 to 15 there are not that much of paper which are relevant to like with grass with breast cancer. For example, if you go again and if you find out like if they are showing no breast cancer, then you only type cancer, and then again you type in cancer. At least words mean this, out of these two at least one should be there. So you search again. So like that, see, two of the articles came. That means like when we searched with breast cancer and with grass, it was not coming because the particular search was too narrow. What I did in the next part is I did it a bit broad. It's like cancer and with grass. It's like no with grass, with grass. What are the associations with cancer? These types of articles will be coming. So this is how actually Google Scholar works. It is very easy. You can also see the like matrices. It's like matrices are like the journals and papers that are actually of like H5 index. It will give you. It's like H5 medium. It's like what the top publication publication house of your like papers and all. It might show you. So H5, what are the what is the H5 index, what is the H5 median, then you can find out impact factors as well. So Google Scholar will give you everything. So this is how Google Scholar works. Advanced search, it is very important. You should always go with the advanced search whenever you are searching anything regarding your like research. Even from starting till your end of the research, literature survey, it's certain word, it's a certain phrase when it's where it's like you have to be indulged in this survey from starting till the end. So for that you need to work hard. You need to find out some tricky way to find out exactly what you want and to exclude that are which are not necessary for like what I have done in the advanced search. It's like, for example, at first you see in wheatgrass and cancer, whatever you're finding. If you're finding something, grab those and go for the next. Go for the next plant and go with the next disease. It's like with tulsi, is it showing anything about breast cancer or any sort of cancer, any sort of disease you can check. So what it will do, it will help you in managing the data, managing the website properly, so that you won't miss any chance of finding out those articles, to finding out those research gaps that we actually want to work on. So this is how Google Scholar actually works. Now I'll move back to my PPT. I hope the demo is clear to people. So that I have shown you, this is the interface basically of Google Scholar. And it's like how basic Google Scholar search is. It's like it is really easy. If you that I have shown you, if you will use smartly, if you'll use those tricky words, boolean operators, it's like or, where to use and, where to exclude words that you actually don't need. So if you use like that, you can find out several articles from for your site. So it's like it helps in viewing result of ranked by relevance as well, and also filtering that I have shown. Filtering, you can use filters of like if you want review articles, if or if you only want research articles, there is also there. And if you like want filtering of like filtering of the years, that particular from this to this year, I want the article for 2020 2025. If it's there in the Google Scholar, it will definitely show up. So it will be easy for you to, cope up with like your literature survey and searching style. So as I have mentioned in the advanced Google Scholar search right now, that live demo, in live demo, it's like finding articles with specific phrase. You can include, you can exclude, you can search with if you have if you are known with the author. It's like I want to know about this author. I want to know, like I want to grab those information or articles from that particular author. You can put that author name in that, so it will be easy for you to find out that particular author and with and those articles that are actually associated with that particular author. So you can do that as well. You can set the date ranges as I have shown you. It's like from which year to which year you exactly want. You can search specific journals, what exactly, for example, you if you only want nature journals, or if you only want like science applied journals, what exactly like type of journals you want, you can find out everything in Google Scholar by doing advanced search. I would suggest, don't simply type in the search term in the like directly in Google Scholar what you exactly want. Just go with the advanced search and use and utilize it as much as you can. It will definitely help you in finding out your choice of interest and your specific like subject. So these are search operators, that is that are like author, what which author. And it's like in the search operators you can also put like this. It's like, for example, author semicolon, what author, you should put that name of the author. You can also find out like that way also. It's like the source that I have mentioned. In the source, in the advanced search, you can put the source, you can put the journal, in which journal you exactly want, and what should be the file type. There are certain HTML written, there are certain PDF, there are certain Word files written. So exactly what type you want, there is also an option in the Google Scholar, the search operators that I have shown in the like if you'll find out only file type semicolon PDF, all the PDFs gonna show. So like that, how Google Scholar search operators actually works, that I have shown. And now it's like the advanced, what are the advanced techniques and the organizations. So it's like refining search results. It's like refining what exactly it's like you want, what exactly you want to refine. It's like filter. You have to learn how to filter strategically. You have to filter out those date ranges, those publication types, what exactly what type of publication you actually are interested in, the subject areas you are interested in, the citation chaining. It's like follow those references which are backwards and forwards. And it's like the pearl growing is like use relevant papers which you find similar ones. It's like, for example, you are working on a particular disease, any disease. It's like on CNS or one, or on cancer. It's like if you're finding those relevant papers which are like similar, which you're finding like similar, yes, this paper can help me out in finding out my research gap and something, just go through that. And like find out, filter out the important journals, filter out, and also see the highest citations. What are the like how many citations are there for the particular articles, which article, which journal is it is actually been published. You can check out and you can filter out your own like research articles or review articles or journals, whatever you need as per your recommendations. So it's like citation, then it comes like citation chaining. It's like backward chaining and forward chaining. It's like check reference lists of relevant papers. It's like finding out newer papers that cite your paper. And it's like backward chaining is like identifying those foundational literature and also showing historical development. And in forward chaining, what you can do is like find those papers that cite your papers. It's like what are the new papers that your papers have been cited. It's like revealing current developments. It's like shows what are the impacts of research. It's like the impacts of research, and it's like the current developments. And then with the help of that, you can find out the citation chaining. It's like how exactly actually the citation works. So with the help of both backward and forward, it can help in finding you proper amount of the proper amount of research articles or papers that you're actually interested in. So these are there are two types of reviews at first, that are systematic plus narrative reviews. Now the systematic reviews are like the comprehensive search strategies are. It's like clearly which define the inclusion or exclusion. It's like a documented one. The replicable methods that we can use, and the narrative reviews will be more selective towards the literature search. It's like it is flexible towards inclusion criteria, morely towards inclusion criteria, and the synthesis which are based on your expertise in author, and it has most importantly narrative reviews in a broader scope. It is a as it is a narrative review, so it will give you more interpretation and broader scope towards your reviewing of the articles, and you can use both of the review type, that is systematic review also narrative, depending upon what exactly at what time and at what what type of topic or interest you are actually putting on. So the next is Prisma flow diagram. So what is it actually? The Prisma flow diagram. It is like there are four main stages. The first that is given is identification. It's like how many records are being found. You have found. It's like databases, registers, or websites. For example, we found 500 papers in PubMed and 300 in Scopus. So that will be the identification. Screening, the next will be the screening is like removing those duplicates. It's like from 500 papers or 300 papers, how many of your articles are being found out duplicates. You have to remove that, and you have to search the titles and abstracts to check if they actually fit to your criteria. That is, for example, if you're searching any if your choice of interest is cancer, and if you're finding out those papers and titles, and you have to also refrain it, if you refine it to find out if it actually fits to your particular disease, or the area of interest that you will be working on. And the next is eligibility. It's like reviewing full text articles in detail, so to see if they actually qualify your choice of interest or your choice of knowledge that you want to put in the research. The last is inclusion. It's like final number of studies included in your systematic review or any meta analysis. So it's like for why Prisma? I would say why Prisma flow diagram is important. It actually shows you how you work systematically. It makes sure like your research process is transparent and reproducible, because it helps in transparency. As I said, like it will help in removing those duplicates as well. That is required by most journals and publishers for systematic reviews. So this is how it actually works. And then these are the reference management. There are many types of reference management software which you can link with Word. Like whenever you are preparing an article, you're writing scientific writing, you have to link that particular article, and you have to cite that on the article, so that this references makes that thing very easy. For example, Mendeley, it is one of the most commonly used software, I would say, by all the researchers and research scholars to and it is free, and you can also have PDF annotation, and it has also has social features, so you can use Mendeley as much as you want to, and you can cite many of the articles in your particular scientific writing. Zotero, it is also one of the software which is free and which is also reliable and helpful for the citation and bibliography as well. And Note it is also a reference management software which is being used by which needs institutional support. So with the help of institution, with by talking by getting the access of institution, you can use EndNote as well for robustness of your scientific writing. So next is like organizing your literature, how you are actually organizing your literature, how like if you are for example, make a certain type of data or certain type of folders, a thematic folder for which it will be very easier, it will be very oftenly easier and clear to you, that whenever you want to find out that particular article, that will be in your hand, that will be in front of your eyes within second. So find out those tricks and methods, use consistent file naming is very important. It's like if you're writing something, it's like write some, if your disease is cancer or if your disease is CNS, you're working in, just write cancer relevant literature surveys or cancer relevant review articles or reviews. So this will help you in finding out your articles or your literature survey very soon. You can add descriptive tags as well. Write brief summaries. It's like try to write brief summaries. If not on in the hand paper note, you can write in the word. You can make a soft copy of that by writing the brief summaries. Like for example, today you have read 2 or 3 articles. Today you have given your time to 2 to 3 hours to two, and you have like read 2 to 3 articles. What you have exactly gained from that article, what you actually want to restore from that article, just write a small para, so that you it will help from the like for from tomorrow, it will help you find out like, yes, I remember, I recall those summaries. So now this will help you in the future. Create type of concept maps, and also track those citation relationships. It's like what you are citing, and uh, like how you are actually citing, to track that citation relationships as well. And now it's like gray literature, as I have told this, as I have mentioned this earlier also, like what is gray literature is about. Gray literature, it is like, you can say, one of the most commonly used literature, that is research that are not commercially published. It might be a thesis, it might be any report, it might be any working papers or preprints. Now where to find it? You can find it at any institutional repositories or any government websites as well. Now why we need to use like gray literature? It reduces publication bias, because in publication what happens, they only support positive results or significant results. They are not confronted, or they are not concentrated into negative results. Gray literature includes negative results, which will give you an idea of your research gap, so that you can work harder upon your research, like how to deal with those negative results. And then recent findings to the pre-publication, like before publication, what are the recent findings, you can find out through the gray literature. These are the preprint servers by Phil. Preprints, it is a type of gray literature which is basically not peer reviewed, but it is like before publication, you can pre-publish in a website, and these websites are like there are certain websites uh, which you can see in my slide. Like there are particular different preprints for different backgrounds. Like for physics, maths, there is something different. Biology, medicine, health sciences, psychology, social sciences, economics, and law as well. So, in whatever background you are, you can find out preprints. You can find out gray literature in any servers according to this fields of your like interest of choice. It's like, now how will you evaluate source quality? You, yes, at first you have to find out that those there is a rigorous peer review of your journal, because without peer review status, like you will not be able to know what mistakes have you done, or is there any duplication, or is there any plagiarism. So peer review is really important. You have to check the recency as well. It's like, is it a currently evolving field? And it's like, for example, you are working on particular disease, so how much, like how much engaging that disease is towards the society now. It's like it is currently in a rapidly evolving field, you can find out. And then comes the journal reputation. It's like, what is the impact factor? Impact factor, it is very important, it is very essential in nowadays. And high impact factor journals takes a lot of lot of your time and lot of concentration, and smartly, how smartly you will provide them, they will get like impressed. And then ranking as well. And then what is the reputation? Go in the website and go through the publication, no publisher, that when you go in the Google Scholar, you will find out like the publishers. You can just click onto one publisher and you can check their recent researches or previous researches, how they are actually coping up. Like, is like, are there, for example, like if you are going through an article, if you're finding a publisher well, if you know the publisher well, you can find out every like articles, like below his like introduction in the Google Scholar, like whatever the researches he has been done yet now, you will find everything in the Google Scholar. So this will be helpful for you to know that author as well, to communicate in the future purpose. If you want to communicate with those authors for collaboration, for any understanding, so it will be helpful for you to grasp more information, and to provide. And also methodology, like find out those certain researchers. It's like that, sounds research design and appropriate methods that actually helpful, that is actually helpful in your research. It's like find out those appropriate methods by doing literature, scientific literature survey. So it's like now there are certain things beyond impact factor, and we need to keep in our mind. It's like what are the alternative matrices that we can use. So first is the social media. It's like social media mentions such as Twitter or Facebook or LinkedIn or Reddit. These are basically tracked by altmetric.com and similar platforms. So these don't measure citations but measure attention and engagement. So it's like why social media matters. It's like it will give you early impact. A paper may take months and years to get citations, but social media shows immediate interest, like wider audience, like articles that shared on Twitter or LinkedIn or vlogs reach not only scientists but also clinicians, but also policymakers and also general public as well who are interested, and the knowledge translation as well. The next can be the citation based matrices like H index. It's like measures H index. What it does, it measures both productivity and citation impact. So you need to keep on these factors as in mind also. Like G index, which gives more weight to highly cited papers. It's like usage of statistics, downloads, the views, the reads, and also the usage matrices and societal and policy impact, that is policy citation. it's like mentioning in policy documents, guidelines, might be patents, shows real world application beyond academia. So clinical trial citations, if a paper is used to guide for medical practice, that can be used. And also saves, that is you can bookmark it, you can bookmark your articles, you can save in the Mendeley, you can follow, you can refer that article in your particular scientific writing. So it's like impact factor exactly tells us how often articles in a journal are cited, but it doesn't actually capture the real influence. So alternative methods is what it does, like H index, the site score, Almetric scores, or downloads, or any mentions in policy documents. They show how research is being actually read, shared, and applied in our daily real life. And there are open access considerations. It's like there are types of open access, that is gold, which is free in journal that author has to pay. There is green open access, there is hybrid, there is diamond. It's like for diamond it is free to read and publish. For hybrid it's like some articles are open in subscription journal, some takes like APC and charges. And green it's like repository archive version and all. And finding open access is like directory of open access journals, you can go through it, you can find open access button, and you can also link through institutional repositories. That I have said, institutional access is actually very important to find out very essential and beneficial articles which are difficult to find out normally through open access, because that might charge, that might show some payable charges. So to avoid that, kindly go through the institutional access to discover more, to read more, to find out more. So, this is next is the search strategy documentation. It's like what exactly to record. What are the databases you search, like date of search? Why is it important, date of search? Because today you are searching something, tomorrow it should be beneficial. Tomorrow as well, it should be beneficial. So not only for today, tomorrow also. So you need to know that. Then how many filters you have applied, number of results coming, search terms basically which are used. You have to use this in a tricky way, in a smart way. And why documentation is necessary to maintain the transparency, to maintain reproducibility, to find out the methodology section, to update searches later. So if you want to update your searches later, you can do it with the help of documentation, by making documentation. It's like setting up search alerts also you can do. There are certain databases alerts in Google Scholar. You can create alert from search. results page and all. It's like creating alert from search results page. Similarly, in PubMed also there are safe search, and you have to create alert. It's like you have to link your account, your email ID with NCBI account. In Web of Science, you can create search alert or citation alert. In Scopus, you can set up with search alerts as well, or document alerts. So, and journal TOCs also you can do, subscribe to table of contents, emails, by linking your email, or by doing other necessary actions which might be needed to create certain alerts. So this is all about like all the basic information regarding the scientific learning, like why it is very important in today's condition, and why you have to be patient. First of all, you have to be patient with your literature survey or anything. You, if you're writing an article, if you're writing an article, it should cover everything that you actually want to, reciprocate to people, so people can also see that what you exactly are doing and what you exactly are interested in. So this will, help in elaborating your marketing as well, elaborating in collaboration as well. The more good you write, the more better you do scientific literature, the more, like effectively you can work upon. So these are the key takeaways. It's like, first is use multiple database. No, don't stick to any one database. Use lots of databases, as in a meantime. It's like use Web of Science, use Scopus, use Google Scholar, use everything possible that you can, and then use with Boolean operators, and also control vocabulary that I said, and also document your search strategically, thoroughly, so that it will be helpful for you in the future purpose. And also find out and make a leverage reference management software, that is Mendeley, Zotero, EndNote, anything you can use that will help you in, restoring your data as well, restoring your PDF file as well, and also for the bibliography and for the citation. It will be very easier if you link Mendeley, Zotero, or EndNote with your Word file while, typing or writing your articles. And set up alerts to stay current. It's like if you will set up, alerts in the particular that I have shown in the websites in NCBI, or with NCBI account, with PubMed and all. If you will do that, what it will do, it will give you notifications. It will give you, find out, you'll able to find out what are the current situation of your article, your research is, so you can explore more to it. So it's like additional resources, like you can go through library research guides, you can go through database help pages, and there are YouTube tutorial series as well, that will help you finding out your particular, like how exactly, how particular this website is used for, grasping those information. So there are lots and lots of tutorials and books. There are two important books that you can follow, that is Systematic Approaches to a Successful Literature Review. You can find this book online also, and How to Do a Systematic Literature Review in Nursing. So these are among two of the books which will help you in, nurturing your scientific writing, your scientific literature survey, and how you exactly go through it. So yeah, this is all about today's session. I hope everybody has grasped a certain, amount of knowledge about what is scientific literature, and how exactly you need to start at first to do, you know, to work hard to make your research to be to be the best one. So yeah, thank you so much. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Amrita. Um, it was nice presentation. There are some questions. Um, so yeah, so majorly, most of the time, whenever we are looking for articles or searching any information, we prefer, or we go to Google search. There is a
Hmm.
question that what is Google Scholar? So now you already explained what is Google Scholar, but the major is what is the difference between Google search and Google Scholar?
Okay. So basically, Google search is like, it will give you in Google search. What happens is like, it's like a general purpose search. It's a general purpose research engine. It's like for anything, everything on the internet you can find out. But for like sources, it's like Google Scholar is basically used to design specifically for academics and scholarly content only. So, for example, like research papers or patents and books. And Google search is like a general purpose. You can find it, you can find anything, but particularly if you are interested in academics and scholarly content, then Google Scholar is the one. And in Google Scholar, if you will be finding indexes that are peer reviewed journals with academic publishers, and then university repositories, citations, along with the grey literature also you can find. But like in Google search, it's like it includes all kind of sources, both scholarly and non-scholarly. It's like Wikipedia, blogs, and all. And also for reliability, it's like Google Scholar is more reliable for academic research because content is usually peer reviewed or published by credible sources that we can be relied upon. But in Google search, credibility, it varies. So there might be biasness, there might be biased sources in Google search. So I would like to prefer Google Scholar only above Google search.
What are the limitations of Google Scholar?
So limitations that I have mentioned, it's like it is a there are like it is a pros also, it can come from pros also, like it is a broad specter, and it can be come under like cons also, because if we are providing, like if we're providing, it's like the coverage, what we say, the coverage is really inconsistent. It's like not all journals or publications are indexed. Some of them
Mm.
might be like subscription based journals, so for that not full text can be find out. And there are like inclusion that I have mentioned, that no clear with that of the inclusion criteria also. It's like Google Scholar doesn't fully disclose which sources are indexed. And also search filters, I would say, compared to like PubMed or Scopus or Web Science, the database is like it is the databases are basic. It's like filtering by study type or methodology, it's not that much efficient. And also sometimes counts citation counts might be result in misleading also.
Mm.
So, and also duplicacy is also can be seen in Google Scholar. So yeah, there are certain types of cons as well. So only reliable to Google Scholar will not help like in the future purpose of research.
Okay, so I means you are trying to say that when you are doing the literature search, you should actually go for different databases, right?
Yes,
You
yes, yes.
you shouldn't actually only focus on Google Scholar. So I
No.
think next question is for from Komal. She's asking that whether an article is from reliable source or high quality. How should we know that? So basically, you already explained that you need to actually go through the article. You need to look into the journal. Are they
Yes.
actually open source indexed?
Hmm, hmm,
Have
hmm.
they got the metric of impact factor and all those things?
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
So the next question is, okay, so can all open access journals be indexed in Google Scholar, or are there quality checks?
No, all open access, I will not say like all of them. Like you have to go through several websites. That's what I was mentioning, sir. You have to go through like many websites, other websites as well, because you will not find, if you'll only stick up to Google Scholar, you might not find all of the like open access articles or research that you exactly want at that moment.
Okay, so just to add into this, the open access journals can decide if they want to index in Google Scholar or not. Majorly, the new journals which are coming from any new publication, they normally, if they
Yes.
are open access, they normally go and
Okay.
index in Google Scholar. So
Okay.
there is a
Yes.
quality check from Google Scholar, but they do allow indexing for new
Hmm, hmm,
journals.
hmm. Oh, yes, sir.
Okay, so there is next question is we will take a couple of question more. So
Okay, sir.
we got research article minimum 6 to 8. of 10 pages. So how can we fastly analyze those research pages papers? So if we are doing a literature review and we got like numbers of article and somebody want to analyze it faster, so what can we do for that?
So I didn't get the question. Can you please like again repeat again?
So the question is that we are doing a literature review and got
Huh.
like numbers of articles. Let's say 6 to 8 articles are there, which are like 10 to 15 pages. So how can we
Hmm.
fastly analyze those research paper? That is what Anurag is asking.
Okay, so it's like there is, as I mentioned, literature survey. If you're doing literature survey, you should be patient with that. And if you want to do fastly, I think there'll be certain points, there'll be certain important points that will miss. So the more fast if you want to do is like you can go thoroughly with the discussion part, with the abstract part. But I would suggest, like, if you are really interested in like doing review, in like reviewing a particular article, at least give certain amount of time so that you have the capability to grasp all the information that are particularly present in that particular article. So for that, patience is needed. So in a hurry, it's like if you want to hurry, you might miss many of the informations that are particularly present in the article. So I must say like that, sir.
Okay. So the next question is from Safa. Is it okay to use bullet points in research paper?
It's like asking in Google Scholar,
No, means
bullet
she's
points.
yeah. So when you're writing a research paper, can we use bullet
No, no,
points?
no. I would suggest no, sir. Bullet points, it's like automated. It's kind of shows like it's more into like you have used morely like computational methods or AI. It reflects more into that. So bulletin points should be avoided whenever you are writing. Just try to write and try to manage everything in a paragraph way possible.
Mm. Next question is, what are the main difference between Google Scholar and specialized scientific databases like PubMed, Scopus, and Web of Science? So you can just mention, a major difference which is there in Google Scholar and other databases.
Okay, as I have already mentioned while I was, saying the purpose and coverage. It's like, for example, PubMed and Scopus, they have specialized databases like for many things. And Google Scholar, what it does, it gives a broader coverage. It's like across all discipline. It's like purpose and coverage also, and source quality. I would say the quality, if you are like into more into indexing or indexes, while the reliable and peer review journals, then I would suggest like Medline or PubMed is more in a good source quality. And Google Scholar is like for indexing for more reliable and peer review journals, you can like use more of PubMed and less of Google Scholars. But in like it includes peer reviewed as well, Google Scholar, but it also like includes gray literature as well. So in PubMed there are no gray literature. So if you are like if you don't want to find anything regarding gray literatures or which are not published, so you can go through PubMed or Scopus, anything. And search features as well, is like PubMed search tools are very advanced. It's like they use MESH terms that I have mentioned, with clinical filters, as well as like what type article type you actually want to do. And there are, I think, study designs also there are, you can put with spaces. Google Scholar, it is simple keyword based. It's like there are limited filters. You can't use that much of advance in Google Scholar. And also SS. I would say the next is SS. It's like many articles which are free via PubMed, but like in Google Scholar, you need to find out certain institutional repositories as well. So yeah, and also the last will be reliability. It's like in Google Scholar, if you're like a if you're an initial researcher, Google Scholar is really good for initial research. And but results may include duplicacy, it might show low quality. So for that, when day by day, step by step, if you're going towards like more prominent research, you should switch from Google Scholar to other PubMed scopers, because they are highly reliable, curated, and also widely accepted towards the systematic reviews as well. So in short, I would like to say, use PubMed when you want accurate or biomedical focused or any evidence based literature, and use Google Scholar if you want a like broader multidisciplinary search, including gray literature as well. So yeah, sir.
Okay, thanks, Amrita. Just to add one more thing in this question is that indexing. So there are
Yes.
many journals which will be indexed in Google Scholar, and also they might not be indexed in PubMed. So based on indexing also, there is a difference there.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Simultaneously, when some journal or publisher starting new, they will putting the publication on a OGS platform will actually help them to go in Google Scholar indexing straight away. So when you are
Yes.
searching in Google Scholar, you need to make sure that you are actually looking at the article and moving into the journal and looking that is the journal peer review or not, because you are going to also find articles which are from a new publication. So that's the major difference, and other difference Amrita has already explained. So thanks Amrita. It was a really nice presentation. Tomorrow at same time at 7 p.m. we are going to have the second session from Amrita on from literature to research question. So in that you are actually that question from Anurag regarding research article analysis. She will be talking about that how you can actually critically analyze or read the abstract, so that way you can look into numbers of article faster. Um, okay, so means analyzing it faster is not going to happen. You have to be patient and you have to do it nicely, that only the question is going to be arised and the gap can be find out. So that's how you are going to develop the hypothesis. So she will be talking about that tomorrow, and we will be having the similar type of session where she will be discussing those different points, and we will have the question answer session at the end. Thank you, Amrita, and thank you all participants for
Thank
your
you, sir. Thank you so much.
active listening and active questioning. Thanks, Amrita.